Welcome back, and let's go downstairs to see what's going on down here. Kevin? I was expecting you to still be in Liberl. Oh, what's up? You invited too? Makes sense. Something fun? Better be, taken from me. You don't make out most of the times, right, Ries? Eat your heart out. You're going to regret it later. Thank you very much for what you did for me, Kevin. If you hadn't come to Liberl when you did, I don't sweat it. Not like I did anything special. Glad to see all side effects you look about gone. Look at spiffy these days. So yeah, just forget about owing me or whatever. Not sure I should ask this, but are you... Joshua? I'm not going to be in Liberl for much longer. This might be the last time we meet for a while. Hope we get a chance to see each other again one day. It's nice to be able to attend a banquet like this. It truly drives home the point of this nation's back at peace. How's it going, Joshua? Hello, Zen. Thanks again for all your help you've been giving us with restoration. Don't know what's been doing without you. Well, part of being a bracer, really. Can't say how much longer I'll be able to lend a helping hand, though. It's made. I need some food. Up here, I wonder. Nothing. Okay. Hey, Joshua. Didn't expect to see you guys here. You invited, then? Sure was. The invitation showed up out of nowhere. You can imagine our surprise. No way we're turning down some high-class grub, though, to hold it over. I say like you. Not going to deny it. By the side, thanks to Her Majesty for pardoning us, we're now free to walk around in the open. Feels like we should start thinking about how to make a good, honest living. That's not the first time we said that. Thinking about wanting to start up a courier service? Well, maybe, but that's not the only thing we wanted to try out. Whatever we settled on, should involve flying in the skies. That's how we've lived so far. I don't want to change now. I swear, it's like watching two children squabble. Could you two please stop fighting? After work we were doing tonight, it's great to be able to come to some cranky place. Oh, I didn't know Gisette was from a nobility. I would picture Urbonian nobles being stuffy and scary. Huh, but maybe there's some few cute ones mixed in there. Greetings, Joshua. You've done some fine work in the last couple of weeks. Probably already know what power I have was given to me by society. Before becoming a bracer, I used to use it to commit many unthinkable crimes. No matter how much I think about it, I just can't see how someone like me is fit to call himself a bracer. You know, Joshua, voicing power is an imperfect concept. That's why I believe people are able to use it. Am I wrong? What difference is it between us? We're both keenly aware of our flaws, yet we both use what limited power we have to do what I believe is right. Or this is my personal opinion, I say you're a model bracer. Good to see you, Elnan. Heard you here as a Bracer Guild's representative today. Indeed. All of the other receptions are busy. As you see, I was the only one who was able to attend. Oh well. There's always tomorrow, they say. It was an honour to be able to put on my skills to a test. I figured that'd be the case. Looks like I'm the most fit of this party after all. Because I've been to plenty of high society gatherings wearing poofy dresses. Hey, don't make it sound like I've never worn a dress before. Besides, because I have for your information. I just don't need to go around trying to convince everyone I'm a boy. Unlike some people I can name. You try to say like a boy again to see what happens. Look, you two, I appreciate you have your differences. But we're able to kind of really in public, really high class place, so could you take this fight elsewhere? Shut up, Joshua! Wow, sorry. Okay, Joshua, it's not their differences which make them argue. If it isn't Joshua. We're just discussing the aftermath of a crisis here with Major Vander. Fortunately, the Liberl collapse caused a little direct damage by itself. That might be the case if there had been any ships on the Lake of Time, but during part of the orbital shutdown phenomenon, none were. The tsunami afterwards was quite small too. Estelle and I are able to see as much when we travelled around the lakeshore. Few people were watching the city collapse for a quarter minute. A small number of fishermen were splashed with water, but that's about it. Indeed, if anything, a much greater problem was the confusion that came out as a result. Liberl is, after all, one of the most advanced nations on the continent. Ordinarily, that is one of our greatest strengths, but in this case, it worked against us. The crisis is now past. That doesn't mean our work is done. We have plenty ahead of us to take care of. Ah, just a man, just a man. Pardon? Oh. Is this the boy you were speaking of earlier? That's correct, that's Joshua. Just telling your ambassador here about your various accomplishments, Joshua. It is an honour to finally meet you. I'm a resident of Ebonian ambassador here, Liberl, Devil Craner. It's nice to meet you. But tell of how you flew on top of that flying city. Oh, I know, maybe the last thing you did brought my eyes to tears. How you were able to participate in an operation that may have brought your death, casting aside even your girlfriend's objections, I don't know. But I know this, Liberl needs more young men and women like you. Thanks, though, sir. Hey, hello, Joshua. Tonight's party is hosted by Her Majesty, and all her grace. Do hope you'll enjoy yourself. Ah. You're always welcome back to a castle any time. We're more than happy to get dolled up for the occasion, too. Oh, now everything's back to normal. Feels like something... It all happened, some sort of dream. Go speak to Queenie first. Actually. Good evening, Your Majesty. Thank you very much for inviting me today. Oh, not at all. I'm pleased you've come. We're eagerly awaiting the day we can meet again. I hear you and Estelle have been travelling and helping with restoration efforts. That's correct. We both wanted to see how things were across the kingdom with our own eyes. I'm glad we did too, because now I can finally breathe a sigh of relief. People really are strong. I have been queen for over 40 years, and most strength of Liberl citizens continue to amaze me to even this day. There are plenty who like to credit either my abilities as a ruler or as a noble technology for this tiny nation's good fortune, but we will be doing nothing without its people. I wasn't the one who allowed to overcome the recent crisis, or the war 10 years ago. Neither was orbital technology. Nor, I believe, was it the will of the people to live. That's what I believe. No, I believe it was the will of people to live. That's what I believe supports our country, both then and now. Indeed. You are gracious enough to call this country your second home, Joshua. From now on, your will to live will be another great support for this nation. As its queen, that makes me happier than you can imagine. If you would, Your Highness, comment in celebration. Just nothing too formal. What? You'd like me to give a comment? Well, let's see. I think I've spoken to everyone now, haven't I? Anyone I've not spoken to yet? I'm pretty sure I've spoken to everyone. Or almost anyone. There's one person over here I haven't spoken to. Ah, Joshua. I'm surprised to see you, Dad. Thought you said over the phone you wouldn't be able to attend. Oh, swamped is an understatement. Transporting goods needed to a country back in order. Making sure every area has utilities. I'm drowning in work. It's going to take a while long before I can say Liberl is back to normal. Come to think of it, Estelle and I certainly don't expect to find soldiers in even Liberl's smaller villages. So it threw us off to see as much as we were when we were having out where we could. Doesn't come as a surprise if you're the one responsible though. Should go a long way towards helping people feel at ease. Times like these when we've got to do all we can. With our rebellion Cavard's internal politics of the situation. The organisation of the armies had to be shelved as well. Still, no matter how busy a man is, everyone needs to be kicked back once in a while. So make sure you make the most of tonight. Stell's been worried about you, Dad. There's no need to worry about me, I'm hanging in there. In fact, I'm saying taking it too easy. Okay, now can I speak to, yeah. I think that's about everyone now. There are a few people I didn't get to talk to though, so hopefully I can make another round of a party once they're free. Oh, here we go. Come on, Dorothy, we're talking to the military guys next. Leave me on, woman. You haven't got all day. Ew. Don't feel too good. My stomach feels like a giant bottle of water. Joshua? Hey Chloe, finally got a bit of a break. It must be exhausting to have another interview after another. Well, I suppose it is a little. Not too bad though. I had to do a lot more ever since becoming a crown princess, so I'm starting to get used to them. I can believe it. Feels like I've been seeing your face in all kinds of papers and magazines lately. I think anyone would learn to adjust after a while. Well, you know. Probably won't be too long before it starts to die down, so just hang in there. All we can really do is just grin and bear it until then, unfortunately. I know. That's exactly what I intend to do, you know. I swore to myself I'd do all I could to help protect this country's people. Accepting a few interviews here and there is the easy part. We really are strong, you know. I'm not so sure about that. I still feel as though I'm doubting myself a lot of the time. Like I have to keep going out of my comfort zone, feeling reckless of every push. Still, it doesn't change the fact you're strong. Not to me, anyway. I remember the strength you showed when trying to protect Kloe when we first met too. Ah, thank you. I nearly forgot about that. Maybe now would be the best time after all. Something on your mind, Chloe? Could I have a little time, Joshua? I've got something I want to say to you. Sure, okay. This way, then. Isn't he who just seems bothered by something? Where's Estelle right now, anyway? I got stomachs to spare. Oh, she's picking up a pace. This could get interesting. Whose side are you on, anyway? I guess I'll just leave her as she is for now. I'll just go and see what Kloe wants. So, Kloe, what was it you wanted to tell me? Look, if I've done something to offend you, I'm sorry, alright? I love you, Joshua. What? I'm sorry. I'm happy you feel that way, but I don't worry, I knew exactly how you could respond before you even said anything. I just felt I had to get it out before I could really start moving on. The sky sure is beautiful tonight, isn't it? How long have you, felt that way? Say, Joshua, if you had met me before Estelle, do you think you would have, No. I'm pretty sure that never would have happened. Sorry. I told you, don't worry. I can't deny there's part of me that wanted to keep you all to myself. But even if that were possible, I don't think it would be what I truly wanted. Because it comes down to it, I really love both you and Estelle. That's partly why I wanted to see that troubled face of yours one last time. It's worth the effort bringing it out too. That's probably the best expression of Sinter's state. You can be kind of a bully sometimes, you know that? Maybe. This feels like the most fun I've ever had in some time. So, what's on your mind, Joshua? What? I can easily tell you're worried about something. My instincts are quite sharp, so I'd like to believe. Besides, I was watching you the whole time I was handling that interview earlier. Oh? How exactly am I supposed to take that? Still, you're hiding something, aren't you? Are you planning on doing something all on your own again? Your instincts are sharp, alright. It still surprises me from time to time, but you're definitely up there. Well, that's just how girls are. So come on, tell me what's troubling you. It's something that major, really. I intend to leave Liberl by the end of this month. But why? The country's finally at peace now. That's exactly why I think that now is the right time. Liberl seems to have completely withdrawn from the country, and restoration efforts are coming along smoothly. So maybe it's about time for me to leave on a journey of my own. It's taken me a long time to get this far, but I've finally been able to start thinking of myself as a person, not some kind of broken doll. Finally able to achieve the thing everyone wanted for me. That's been both a good thing and a bad thing. Good in that I finally feel human. Bad in that my heart's been aching in a way it never did before. Broken dolls can be easy to look away from the terrible things I've done, but I can't do that anymore. Oh. That's why I need to go on this journey around the continent. So I can work towards atoning for that thing I've done. So I can start embracing the person I am now, in the truest sense of the word. I see. If you do that, it means you won't be able to see Estelle for a while. Yeah, I know. It might not even be for a while, it could be for a long time. Still not sure how to break that to her, either. That's the part that's on my mind right now. Still got a lot of growing up to do, young man. Yeah? If you ask me, you should tell everyone why it comes most naturally to you. You don't have to write up some big speech in your heart, or in your head in advance, just speak from your heart. You believe in her, don't you? No matter how you phrase it, she'll understand. All you have to do is get those words out there. You owe that much to her if you love her. You know that, right? Yeah, I do. I really am hopeless, aren't I? You shouldn't have to tell me something that obvious. You wouldn't be you if you didn't have to tell you. Plus that kind of thing's part of why I love you too. Please stop teasing me. Just remember, it'll be okay. If anyone knows you, it's Estelle. Although, if you ask me, she'll... Joshua, where are you? Oh, there you are. Look at these, they're Giusette's goggles. I took them from her spoils of war. I'm glad you're having fun, Estelle. Make sure you give us back to Gisette later, okay? Maybe I will, maybe I won't. Tune in next time to next week's issue to find out. Wait, hold on. Kloe? I suppose it's about time we return to a banquet now. You can have Joshua back now, Estelle. Sure. Hey, Kloe. So, not sure how to put this best either, but... Thanks. I'm glad I was able to talk to you like this. Really, I am. Oh. You're very welcome. I wish you both a very pleasant night. The heck? So, Joshua, what do you two, talk about? Oh, nothing much. Just gave me a bit of much-needed motivation. Oh, really? Well, that shall clear things up. Been 5 years and Estelle hasn't believed me for every single one. And I believe in her too. No it doesn't. What motivation? Estelle, I don't think I need to tell you. I'm all ears, what's up? What you see? Oh. Wow, fireworks. There's so many of them too. You see, Estelle? Side story, the banquet, finished. And then recipe for luxurious lunch. 3,500 mirror. Thank you. That's it. Thanks, I suppose. Okay. Back to the base area. Now I've got a bit more money. I can actually go to a shop and buy. I don't think there's any new weapons I can buy. Actually, yes, there's main Gorsh, which Joshua desperately needs. Armor. Not really very useful. Black mango, why not? Equip. Kloe. Black mango. Joshua. Main Gorsh. And Yulia can get her Scrummer Sacks. And you know what I can do now? I can start thinking about what to do next. Get everything equipped. Is it my notebook? Yep. Third plane. Got ya. There wasn't anything here, was there? That's where everything came out last time. Let's go to a third area, shall we? Let's see where it is. I wish to take us to a third plane. I know which warp ended up being in the exact spot where the device to see where we all was. Device? Are you referring to a first barrier? Yeah, one designed to temporarily freeze it in another dimensional space. Although, unfortunately for the guys who pulled it off, it looks like it wasn't even enough to stop the Gospels being able to influence it. We still don't know what happened to the Oriole. It seems to be many things to the arc collapsing means the Oriole itself is no more, which is possible. All we know is it doesn't matter how shaken the Weissman is. Something unexpected happened. I fear Professor Weissman may be the only one who knows the truth. But I don't have the faintest idea where he could be or now what it's doing there. What? The report said quite clearly. None of the church never sure what happened to him, either. It looks like it's still being looked into. Still, I think it's fairly safe to say Weissman is involved in what's happening here. If he were, I'm sure he'll be openly revealing every second of this. That's true. He doesn't really have anything to gain by wearing a mask like that, I suppose. We've got some way to many answer the questions. Let's go, shall we? To the third plane. Where are we now? I think something's a jade corridor by the looks of it. Heaven, over there. The golden and silver roads. A golden and silver gate? Well, it's foreboding. Again? Oh! The ghost we saw in Grancel. Visitors from afar. Bearers of the Grail emblem. Can you hear me? Yeah, we can. Before you stand the entrances to twin corridors. Proceed through them both in sync. or never shall you reach the end. So I'm going to have to run 2 parties then, am I? I entrust their reparation to the monument for you. Step forth into the corridors, the power of the Grail with you, and move onward. But beware, once you have stepped through the doors, the trial must be completed. That's one question answered. That voice I've been hearing all this time was hers. Although now the next question is, who is she? Whoever she is, she gave some valuable advice. Step forth into the corridors, the power of the Grail with you, and move onward. I say we take up on her advice. Move in sync means we have to split up though. More like Reese and I have to take a door at the same time, where you guys tag along with whoever. That's how I took it too. If we don't do the way she said, I doubt we'll be able to advance. That means we're going to have to split up. I want to ask the rest back of the garden to help us. That voice said Kevin and I need to be one to step through the gates. Sure, I saw she specified that you and me need to go through different ones. She didn't say anything about what these guys have to do, plus there's no telling you what's waiting for us. Let's go back to them. Okay. The dungeon on the 3rd plane requires you to form 2 parties, Kevin and Reese the leaders. Each character you have in this point will need to be placed in one of these parties. Furthermore, for the beginning of the dungeon, you won't be able to return to a garden. I'm going to shop first. We got new weapons. New armors. New quartz maybe? Yeah, we got new quartz. We got mine 3. We got attack 3 in the shop. We got steel 3. EV cup 3, which is a nice one to have. Can't afford a lot of these, annoyingly. The fact it's there is a useful thing to know. Let's go back to the base area, back to Hermit's Garden. We can reorganise our parties into our 2 groups. And I'll do that next episode, shall I? Until then, thanks for watching. Bye bye.